gas in StarCraft II. That job is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty good job. In the lower left location, we have playing very nicely in game number 1, our Terran.
OGS Pin.
At this point in time, I'm convinced it's a shark fin. Smells nerd blood in the water.
I think it's just a regular dorsal fin.
Oh, maybe. In the upper right, our Protoss player losing game number 1. Can he come back in game number 2 and 3? His ideas.
FX OG.
You think it's a dorsal fin and not a shark fin?
No, I think it's fin as in finish.
If it's dorsal fin, what I want to know is it one of those fins that, you know, like when whales are in captivity, like, killer whales, their fin like falls to the side.
Oh yeah, it's sad.
Like if he was,
it's like it's crying.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I like Oz is obviously going to go for Nexus first because he's scouting so quickly. But Tasteless, I want to talk about something else.
What? Whoa. Did you see the depot placement up there? What is that about?
He's fighting a depot. Well, it's actually, that's a place that we see pylons warping all the time for pressure.
Oh, okay, maybe.
So that's going to actually, that's kind of cute. I have nothing against that. Seriously, like, think of the last game we saw here, Pult versus Parting. That's where his pylon was.
Watch, he like sinks it underground. He's like, they'll never find it now. I'm like, no, man, they can still see it when it's underground.
Ah, darn. You must have an observer. No, dude.
No, man.
Come on.
You don't need detection to see. Yeah.
All right, so Tasteless.
What?
While this game takes a while to start, because they're obviously both going for...
Yeah, they're both going for econ builds. Yeah.
By the way, Oz gives him a little edge because it's a Nexus first as opposed to the one Rax expansion.
Right. Slight lead.
Just slight.
May not prove to be very impactful.
Yeah, I don't think it will be, but
yeah. So what did you want?
So the worst pro gamer ID you've ever seen aside from Perfect Man. Worst ID.
Well, Perfect Man was actually so stupid that actually it was almost bearable. Let me think here.
I came up with one. I don't know if it's actually, but it came to mind immediately when I started this question.
I want to answer this, but we have this weird bunker rush coming up here, and then I will answer that question.
Yeah, it looks like... Well, you know, as Engel Zealot is out, so that bunker will never ever finish, but he might micro a bit with the Marines.
Yeah.
No, besides
maybe he thought, if he's going to go Stalker first, I can actually get the bunker up.
Yeah.
I would have to say I think the worst pro gamer ID is actually Finn.
That's the worst you've ever seen.
Ever. In StarCraft II? Yeah. Well, I mean, Finn
you think it's worse than Hope Torture?
No, Hope Torture is cacophony.
I think I could go on for days, and I think you're not thinking about this right. You have to... all right. Worst idea I can think of right now. Remember the StarCraft I pro gamer Terran, Justin?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have nothing against the name Justin.
No,
Justin's
it's a great
name. I have friends named Justin.
Yeah.
But when you're a Korean Terran pro gamer and you have the most boring style of any pro gamer, and you choose just a generic name as your pro gamer ID, I think that's a mistake.
I would have more respect for a guy who named himself Bob.
That's true.
I mean,
Bob's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, there's some wit to that. All right. Yeah. Zealots being driven back now. There's a little bit of back and forth. Actually, you know, a really bad ID was a good friend.
That was a bad ID.
That's a bad ID.
And he wasn't a very good friend.
He wasn't a very good friend. I never really hung out with him.
I did. Then he got rid of me when he got too good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Still did fine against him, but he's like, well, I'm a pro gamer right now.
Forget you change your ID. You're a bad friend. All right, now this Stalker's going to get in here, and actually, this is so genius here by Oz. He's just scouting.
Yeah, he's done a good job. Look at this. He's going to kill some SCVs. Sick.
Wow.
He killed 2 SCVs after scouting exactly what was going on. He sees that Finn's going 3 racks and factory. No third command center. He knows so much for one Stalker. That is just such a worthwhile thing to do.
I'm surprised that Stalker got in there, too. That's going to be a frustrating moment there for Finn.
So... And behind this, he says, okay, I know exactly what you're doing. And he throws down 2 forges, gets all the rest of his gases, and will just pump units off of his 3 gates for now. This is a great choice because he knows the timing of everything that's coming after him.
All right. I got another question.
Yes.
What are the best IDs. Give me like 3 or 4 in any game. StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2. I don't care.
All right, Fruit Dealer. Maybe the
Fruit
best idea
Dealer.
ever.
Fruit Dealer is a great ID.
It was just.
There was a female Street Fighter 4 player whose ID was "Burn Your Bra." I like that ID.
That's an interesting
That's
one.
a good ID. You're never
I'm
gonna
not
forget
completely sure about that, but it might be. I'm
Uh-oh.
split. Hold on, though.
Engagement.
Finn coming up, and Oz could be in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't have a whole lot of units at the moment.
Are we going to see the same thing as in game number 1?
Could we? Dude, oh, man.
Oh my God, he's
force
actually
fields.
microing around. The force fields and Zealots can't even be utilized now.
Yeah, the probes having to come out for a moment. Now, don't forget, no more Marines or Mars are going to come over here for quite some time. They're really far away, but he can't lose that. Oh man,
Forge is going to go down.
He spent so much to get that Forge and that upgrade quickly, and now with it going down, it's a terrible situation for him.
Really nice controller. Good force field there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, he will end up cleaning it up, but at what cost here? You know, he's lost some probes. Not a lot, actually. He's only lost 1 probe.
All right, he's going to get the
he lost the
sentries
Forge,
now.
yeah. He's lost sentries. He's lost some stalkers. He's lost a lot of zealots.
Oh, nice block there.
Yeah,
Warping that over there.
But that was very painful. Finn got a nice edge there. Really nice edge there.
All right, best IDs go.
Well, I would say overall, you know what, Fruit Dealer might be one of the best IDs ever, especially with the story that goes with it.
Yeah, I think so. That's actually true. Anybody else? Can't use ours. We already know ours is best.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Let me think a little bit. I'm gonna have to get back.
It's actually a tough question.
It's a tough question.
It
I
is.
don't want to falsely say, because you know what, Flash isn't that good of an ID. We just love it because of him.
Yeah, it's not the best idea. Is this probe gonna? Oh, it will.
Wow! Finn has to be scratching his head as how that happened, and they're still trying to come in. Nope.
Oh, nice save.
Yeah,
nice
that was an important moment, because if he wasn't exactly in position, some units could have gotten out, and that could have been very rough to deal with. You know, you don't want to lose any more from here. He's in kind of a tough spot. And actually, he's not even adding on the second Forge again. He's just saying, all right, I guess I'm playing 1 Forge now.
And by the way, guys, losing that Forge is huge. The upgrades in this match for the Protoss especially. I mean, upgrades always matter, but especially for the Protoss early on. It's so important. He didn't even get his +1 armor, right? That was the armor that was upgrading? Just click on unit.
It was...
Oh, no, he did get +1 armor, so that was
he got the attack
+2.
one.
Okay.
So he's getting +1 attack right now, and charge, as well as temp archives. So Finn is going to go for a drop in the same place again, this time with 4 dropships, and this actually could be deadly. Here we go! And he's trying to target out some medevacs, and does feedback one, not the right one. But this is actually very painful. Finn just brute forcing his way through here.
Well, the Zealots really weren't able to get into the front at first. The probes, of course, are going to be mowed down here as well.
Wow, Oz taking a ton of damage right now. Finn with some amazing play, actually, here. And he's going to get out with 2 of his medevacs, and 1 of them has units still. The
And
other
he got a lot of very important units, and he got some probes as well. Can you check the worker death rate?
Worker death rate, 11.
11.
All right, so, I mean, this is, I don't know if he's even got an, that was nice micro. But he just keeps killing valuable units. He's doing a great job right now. He does have his 3rd command center, and he does have a pretty substantial supply lead. He's up by, almost 30 supply here. In fact, 30 right now.
Yep.
And, right now for Oz, he doesn't really have a lot of splash damage. He doesn't have Psystorm. He doesn't even have it on the way. He can make Archons. That's about it. And I love, we haven't seen things like mid-game 4 medevac drops in a long time, but he decided, you know what? I think you're out of position enough, and I'm ahead enough that I can just do this.
I actually didn't think the drop was going to do as much, and then I just saw the unit mixture that was actually there to fight drop.
Yeah.
I mean, it just was really mostly suckers and centers. And he's going to come in here
he's
again.
going again.
This actually could be a big mistake.
And is he going to actually feedback? There he goes. Does feedback 1 after targeting it with that cannon a little bit. And with charge, he should be able to clean this up pretty easy.
Meanwhile, another attack down here.
Oh, man. Very good. Look at that. The factory was being landed. And Oz doesn't have enough units down here, I don't think. And especially with this factory there. Nice feedback
Yeah,
stuff.
I love the factory being layered there. Now he drops again over here. Can Oz juggle this nightmare? And I don't think he can. I think
You're right.
basically Finn is just too in this guy's face.
Yeah, this is such a hard spot, and in fact, Psystorm almost done, but he's taking a lot of damage in the main base and third. Still over a 30 supply lead, and Finn's micro, pretty impeccable here. And even though all his units are red, he's done enough damage.
The factory is going to be killed here.
Down it goes.
Oh, but he's got more on the way, and he's dropping again in this other location. I mean, all he has to do is keep dropping and whittling down Oz's army. Oz having a really tough time staying over 100 supply here. Well, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff that's about to be killed here. The third base, boom, Templar gone, goes right for the Archon. Micro's back, so the Archon can't get into these units. Nothing is doing any damage as far as Protoss goes. There's still one Marine here killing stuff.
This is a rough spot. Cases, even Ghosts are on the way right now. So the small High Templars he's getting out, not going to do too much. All those medevacs are in the deep red for health.
Do they have any energy?
No, most of them don't. I think he's beat back almost every single thing. And, I mean, Oz is falling apart. He's down by 60-ish supply. Even more than that now. GG. Finn actually crushing Oz here. I did not expect this to go this way, to be honest. You know, Oz has been on a roll recently. Finn, though, has kind of been chilling in Korea practicing, not really traveling. And, you know, that does pay off in a lot of skill when you don't travel around. Every time these guys fly out to a tournament, they lose at least a few days of practice.
Right.
You fly out for a 3-day event, you take a day to travel there, then you have 3 days where you basically don't play except in a tournament, then you have a day coming back, and then you're tired for a bit. So you're losing at least 5 days. So every event that Oz has gone to, that's 5 days of practice that Finn gets that he doesn't.
Yeah, that's actually an excellent point, Artosis. Maybe he's, you know, just a little bit out of practice. You know, Finn
just played really well.
Finn, it was just like his engagements were done so perfectly.
He kind of brute forced it. I mean, first off, that one little attack up the side caught Oz off guard, got rid of his forge that he spent so much money getting. Killed off a lot of sentries, killed off a lot of units overall, and then the 4 medevac drop was like the icing on the cake. That was just, hey, I got all your sentries again.
Right.
What are you going to do?
I love the drop medevac at the top, dropping in one location, then picking up and dropping somewhere else, landing the factory there. In case you're confused about why would you land a factory right there.
Charge lots don't like
Charge lots don't like that. You can micro behind it. Also, let's say yes, force fields. Can't force field off that entire area. You can just pick up your factory and move out that way as well. So that was some pretty technical stuff. I love how we're seeing pro gamers really utilize that the factory, this floating building. You know, whether it's for scouting, to draw fire right before a battle, or to land it to basically cause an obstruction on the map. Really nice play by Finn. Yeah. He's looking scary.
He is indeed. So that's going to give us actually 2 more TVPs coming up.
Right.
Pretty exciting stuff. I'm always happy when that happens instead of just a bunch of mirror matchups.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of funny because I do love mirror matchups.
Well, I do, but there was
not as much to cast.
Yeah. Well, actually, PvP could be interesting for me because I'm still trying to figure that matchup out. TDT.
I like to play PvP, but casting it hurts.
Really?
Yeah, because I just like watch the rock paper scissors metagame of guessing, and it's like, oh,
he's building scissors right now. He's macroing up to scissors right now, and his opponent, unfortunately, is going for the paper build. We'll be back soon after a short break with more awesome TVPs here in the GSL Code S.